Good evening, voters of Hougang and fellow Singaporeans. I am Yaw Shin Leong, the Workers' Party candidate for Hougang SMC. Share with you a story. 20 years ago, as a 15-year-old teenager, I glued myself to the television watching the announcement of the 1991 general election result. I was greatly inspired by the speech of Mr. Lau Tia Kiang, who uttered this famous word: "This is then the beginning of the next lap." In my very young, impressionable mind, I could not fully understand the full extent behind the meaning of Mr. Lau Tia Kiang's word. But I was inspired, I was really inspired. I told myself, when I grow up, I also want to be part of this next lap, like what Mr. Lau Tia Kiang has said. For the past 10 years, I have the privilege of serving the nation via the Workers' Party. Since year 2001, I served Hougang constituency under various portfolios. I was the town councillor of Hougang Town Council, secretary of Hougang Constituency Committee, and chairman of Hougang Youth Action Committee. Over these last 10 years, I also have assisted Mr. Lau Tia Kiang with Hougang Meet the People session whenever Mr. Lau is out of town or as required. I have also assisted a number of constituents in the course of my work within my capacity. These past 7 years, I've joined Mr. Lau Tia Kiang in his regular house visits to meet Hougang residents, receiving their feedback, your concerns, and assisting to meet your various needs. This has helped me establish many personal friendships in this town. Thank you. And also it helps me to better understand bread and butter concerns of Hougang residents. In 2006 general elections, I have the privilege of leading a team of 6 to contest Ang Mo Kio GRC against Prime Minister Lee. We had a great fight, right? We received 33.86% of all valid votes cast. But, that was history. That was history. Today, it is my honor to be sent as a candidate by the Workers' Party to stand for election in Hougang constituency. You see, Mr. Lau Tia Kiang has built a very strong foundation in Hougang constituency. Together with him, we have a group of unsung heroes. You know heroes, right? Some heroes you can see them, but some heroes you can't see them. They are unsung. People don't get to see the work which they do behind. They don't launch programs in that sense, but they work quietly behind the scene. These are alternative grassroots activists who tirelessly gave their time in helping needy constituents. We also see that the Hougang estate is being maintained with cleanliness, correct? And improvements, correct? In the estate. And it has taken place given the limited resources we have. And those who stay in Hougang can testify that rubbish does not pile up to the 3rd story. Okay? The past 20 years, the people of Hougang have courageously supported the Workers' Party and Mr. Lau Tia Kiang, despite the carrots and threats from the PAP. Therefore, I'm very proud, very proud, to be able to stand in this constituency, where we have this special Hougang spirit. You guys should give yourself a round of applause. This applause is for yourself, it's not for me. The Hougang spirit. This Hougang spirit is the courageous spirit that refuses to bite the carrots the PAP dangles during each general elections. We say no to that. This is the same kind of Hougang spirit I see in our fellow Hougang resident, Mr. Xia Yinghua. Still remember him? Mr. Xia Yinghua is an undergraduate from NUS and he stays in Hougang constituency. During a recent NUS forum with the Prime Minister, Mr. Xia courageously stood up and asked our Prime Minister Lee Hsien Loong why Hougang is being penalized for voting against the PAP. Okay, this is what Prime Minister Lee said. He said that it is because there had to be a distinction between PAP wards that supported government and policies. Prime Minister Lee Hsien Loong also said, between the people who voted and supported the program and the government and the people who didn't, I think if we went and put yours before the PAP constituencies, it will be an injustice. This is what Prime Minister Lee Hsien Loong said. But listen to this, listen to this. In response, our brave Mr. Xia Yinghua continued to ask if he can then pay less tax and maybe take 1 or 2 years off his national service. Wow! That was, of course, tongue-in-cheek, huh? Comment, but it really threw Prime Minister Lee Hsien Loong off guard. Mr. Xia's suggestion is in fact a valid one, because the PAP is a political party and not the government. All of us as citizens, we have contributed to our nation building in different forms. Hence, national programs like upgrading, do you think it can be politicized for partisan advantages? No, you are right. You're absolutely right. It can't. We can't politicize that. Therefore, I'm very encouraged that we have a courageous young man like Mr. Xia in our Hougang constituency. We should give Mr. Xia a big round of applause. I am proud that we have many other like-minded Hougang constituents who resisted the carrots for the last 20 years. Give yourself another round of applause. It is the same kind of Hougang spirit that I would like to build on, so that together we can build a humane society for Singapore based on human dignity, diversity, tolerance, respect, and equal opportunity. I humbly ask for this opportunity to do so and to serve in this Hougang community. Okay? Thank you.